From the OUTV Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, California, this is Brief News Brief, a brief look at today's trending news topics, proudly combating the thought police since 2016. Here's your host, James Heaney.
I'm James Heaney, and this is your Brief News Briefing. Today, President Trump's relationships with the American business community suffered a major setback. The president was forced to shut down his major business advisory councils. Now, these councils are mostly symbolic. It's a way that major players in the business world and CEOs can have a direct line to the president. And when I say direct line, filtered through this advisory panel. They talk to the panel talks to Trump, and it's a way to communicate. Now, President Trump had to shut down his business advisory councils because corporate leaders began repudiating his comments about violence in Charlottesville this weekend. As the number of resignations of major CEOs across the country began to swell, Trump announced on Twitter this afternoon that he had shut down the councils, that he shut them down himself. Basically saying, you don't break up with me over being racist, I break up with you. The internet is cracking down on hate speech in the wake of the Nazi rally this weekend. Domain registers, game chat services, Facebook, and Reddit have confirmed they've shut down numerous hate groups in the wake of the attacks. Facebook pulled the event page for the Unite the Right march that conducted the violence and removed most of the links to the now inaccessible Daily Stormer article. This article tried to justify the murder of protester Heather Heyer. If you haven't seen the Vice interview of the alt-right members trying to justify the killing of Heather Heyer, maybe you don't want to. It's horrifying. Absolutely haunting. Move over, Trump, the Twitter president. Former President Barack Obama now has the most liked tweet in Twitter history, with more than 2.8 million likes and counting. How do you like them apples, your Trumpness? The tweet was a Nelson Mandela quote, so okay, maybe it wasn't the most original thing ever, but it was a great quote. He tweeted the quote on the day of the Charlottesville violence. The tweet was, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion." Phew! North Korea has backed off its threats to attack Guam. Kim Jong-un will watch a little more of the foolish and stupid conduct of the United States before he decides to launch any missiles towards Guam. That's what the country's state-run Korean Central News Agency reported. However, Kim warned that if the U.S. persists in its extremely dangerous, reckless actions on the Korean Peninsula and its vicinity, he may reconsider the decision. Well, my fingers are crossed, Kim Jong-un. I don't know why I use so much sarcasm. I really don't want him to attack. Production on Deadpool 2 will start again today. This is 2 days after the first African-American female professional road racer, Joy Harris, but she went by SJ, was killed. This happened on August 14th when the motorcycle that she was driving went out of control and crashed during a stunt. This was on the set in Vancouver, and it was not very long after she had just recently joined the film. Bear witness. A Colorado bear snuck into a Subaru SUV, broke the brake, and barreled into a mailbox. This is an oh-so-silly story, so we will pander you with this polarizing grisly tale. In case you care, bears can quickly ruin a car. This one ripped out the radio and splintered the steering wheel. Then he pooed and, with the wisdom of a yogi, bolted without a boo-boo. The animal's motives remain fuzzy, but it's clear that he was barely able to contain himself. That's news to me. You might have noticed that we've redecorated the place. This is a new photo from my dear friend Travis J. Santon. Now, he is the best photographer I've ever met in my life, and I've met a whole bunch. So this picture here, this is a fantastic picture. Nothing wrong with it. Good thing. Good stuff back here. But if you want to see some real incredible photographs, go to his webpage, www.travisjstanton.com, and peruse his pictures. They're great. On top of that, that reminds me, we've got a new webpage right here, briefnewsbrief.com. Bought the domain, registered it, put up a bare bones site. Super simple. When you go to the website, it's just the video of the most recent Brief News Brief that pops up on the screen. Over time, we're going to make it look better than this and that, but I wanted to get that domain name, get it live. And on top of that, there's bad news. The bad news is, in all likelihood, there's going to be no shows next week. And it might even be a week and a half before we get a show up. The reason is I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be doing a show in Kansas. I don't remember what city in Kansas, but I do know that then next week, I'll be in Fairbanks, Alaska for 2 shows, I believe on the 24th and 25th, and then I fly to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and have another show, and I'll be back the following Monday. So I hope you hold tight, wait for me to come back. I miss you already.